And here we are, we're back again today, and from PMLK 19A lighting, that we're going to show how to wire a fluorescent light from a fuse box. This thing here I'm talking about, this section here, so it's actually turned on, so that's when I'll take the cover box off, and I'll just put this down here, and I'll put this down here. So anyway, so just get ready now, and how to do the, because the sun is shining, because it's a nice day out today, so turn off all these lights. So I'll show you this how it's turned off, because how it is, I'm out here in the garage shed today because it's a nice day today, so I thought I'd get a chance to do it because in the shed. But this is this thing here you're looking at, it's this fuse box, small fuse box in the shed, that's coming from the mains from the house, that's coming off the house, so that brings electricity into the shed, so that comes from the mains of the house. So thing is, I'm going to how to the fluorescent light I'm going to show you, and as you can see up here, this one up here, this one up here, this one, that's the one I'm putting in, a 4-foot fluorescent fixture, and right down to the end, down the end of that, into the corner, a 4-foot fluorescent. So you have your starter, GE electrical, general electrical starter, GE. So you put your starter into this, and your starter into this fluorescent tube, 4-foot fluorescent tube, 40-watt, 40-watt fluorescent tube. And I put this camera back here, and let's get cracking. Anyway, now always remember, when you're doing any stuff like that, or even having fun, or doing anything like doing that sort of stuff, always make sure, see the way I have it turned off there, so maybe it's turned on, so I know it's turned on. So I have the thing there, I'm going to show you, right, this thing there, and I'm going to test that neutral and live together. Put this into neutral and live, because now you probably see see the red lights coming on, that means it's powered in. See the red lights coming on, that means it's powering, so that means, and it's turned on, so I stick it into the plug there. You might see it better there, I don't really see it better there or not, so I stick it there, and in here, there you bring the camera down. Now as you can see the way the red light is, now I have to keep on to light, keep the power into it. Now that means if you see the red light on, if I turn this switch off from the plug, no power. So turn it back on, that means you see the red lights coming on. That's power on in it. So I pulled it out. So that's knocked off anyway. So I've got the main switch, the power's off, power's turned off. And that's just emergency light kicked in, the battery kicked in for the emergency light. So when I stick this thing into the socket, and you stick this thing in the socket, so you can hear the beep because there's no power. So to connect up the fluorescent light up here, This one here. Now this one here goes right down to the end. Try to get the camera down. Right down to the end. And down to the end here. Down to the end of there. A 4-foot fluorescent fixture. And as you see, the ballast and it's a micro chip capacitor. You can see the yellow thing in. That's a microchip capacitor and terminal block live neutral earth. And your ballast. And your ballast is there, and your starter. The starter ignites the fluorescent tube, ignites the gas in the build up inside the fluorescent tube. So so let's get cracking anyway. So I'll actually move the torch a bit, and I'm going to move that way. You can see much. You don't really see much better that way. Now the power's turned off, so I have a trip switch and electric cable wire. Trip switch and a electric cable wire in my hand. So I'm going to use the 4-foot fluorescent light tube onto one of them. I'm going to join a live wire off the bottom of the trip switch and connect onto that and join that. I'm going to join that from that, so it's like a jump lead to a car onto the trip switch. Onto that, I'm going to join that on one of the trip switches. So anyway, going to start wiring up. So I strip this wire piece. So I strip this wire. Yeah, that's enough. And I strip this wire and let's see. Now you have the green, yellow, and blue, green, yellow wire, and blue and brown wire. Now into the fluorescent lamp fixture. So I'm going to go to a flathead screwdriver. I'm going to hook it up there, and I'll show you how to get up there. I might do it because it looks bright. You can't see in the camera because it looks bright. It looks better now. That looks better. You can see maybe you can see it. Yeah, you can see this one there, right down to the end. This one I'm putting up now, 4-foot fluorescent tube. So I'll bring the camera up. So, and if you're doing that sort of stuff, if you don't know if you haven't got a clue how to do that sort of stuff, if you know, I always keep saying it, I'd say it again, because I will say it, because it's too dangerous. Electricity is obviously dangerous. I have said that before, all in the other last videos, because sometimes you think you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you think you might know what you're doing because your brain is not working, your mind is not working. So I'm going to get into the fluorescent tube fixture. So when I bring it out that way, and I'd bring it out that way. So connect, stand up on the stool, and I could see that. Now I'm taking this out. All you have to see, there's a yellow there's a yellow chip capacitor on that smooths the power into the ballast. So fluorescent light. So you have to earth it. And earth it first. So the earth goes onto the metal frame on the fluorescent fixture. The frame part of the fluorescent fixture. Because it's obviously steel, not plastic. So that has to be earthed. Once it's steel or metal, has to be earthed. Or it could be aluminium. Has to be earthed. If it's plastic, you wouldn't have no earth into it. And live in. And a second, and live in. And then live in. And again, and get the neutral in. I get the neutral in. And the earth neutral in on the output. And I get the earth back in. Into the terminal, the earth, get the earth back onto the terminal block. Wires I had to, because there's no way I had to get the wire through the ballast. See, the wire's thick, but it won't go through the ballast to close the thing over. I'm gonna bend this out like that. So what I might do is a trick that I might do is I get the wire out the back of the fixture, feed it out through the back of the fixture, out of the fixture, just like this. And because it's obviously a beam there, joist there from the roof, and I'm going to bring the wire back into the fixture, got a hole there, trim it through. It's like rewiring the house. So that's that now. That's that. I leave that now. So that's be ready to rig up, and I get the wire out through that little hole there, the fluorescent socket, the lamp holder on the end of the fluorescent fixture, and out through that way, and out through this way. Because I knew all this since I learned all this since I was only 13. I knew all this since I was only 13, about 14. I learned all this. They sent me off one time and they practiced. I was in a practice place how to wire up things like that. Now the fluorescent light is getting ready to put up. So I put the and there's this, and put the lamp there, and then put the, and I put the cover back on it, the front cover back on it. I need to get pliers or something to close it. The cover back onto it.